Welcome back, guys. My name is Matt Sokol and I am a reseller. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you will subscribe for more content, but thank you for coming back if you're returning. Alright guys, it is Tuesday now. It's 11 a.m. Check the view from the back of my house, by the way. Alright, so anyway, I decided that I'm going to run slots for the Cloud White Yeezys that are dropping on Saturday. So what a slot is, if you don't know, is pretty much you give someone your credit card information and they run that information on their bot for you to try to buy something. And then if they are successful in, getting it for you and the order goes through, then upon that, they pay you a fee. Usually it's pretty small. It's usually like a very fair amount. So I'm only doing $10, which is definitely too less for the Cloud Whites because they're going for a decent amount. So I'll put it on the screen here, especially in sizes 4 through 9. Today there's a drop at 1 p.m. for a toy. I'm not going to say what it is, and even when I cop it, I'm not going to say what it is because there's just a lot of leakers in general that they like to get this information and then give it to other groups, and you kind of got to be careful about what you disclose and what you don't disclose. It's getting like more and more difficult to disclose stuff to people because it's just this information and these drops are ending up everywhere and people are ruining them and hurting the resale price on stuff, and it's not good when you do that. So like, try not to undercut everybody on every item. Like some items you want to undercut a person by $1 on StockX so that you could sell your item, fine, by all means. But if you're on eBay and you're undercutting people by 30, 40 bucks on a $140 item, you're probably an idiot. That's all I have for today. I'm gonna go finish through with the slots and get ready for this 1 p.m. toy drop. That is all I have to report. I'm gonna go eat and get ready for this shit because it's been not great. I haven't been copying that much this week, or really anything. I got a couple of clearance items and stuff like that. I bought I bought the Yeezy Desert boots, actually. That went on sale for $200 because I found them on sale on drop day for $170 shipped from 18 Montrose. Yeah, 18 Montrose. So I ordered 4 pairs of those to resell because they're reselling for like $225-ish, even though they're all in stock. And so $170 is a good deal. It means 15% off retail, and even if I could get 200 and just pack it that 30 bucks, I'll take it. Dude, I'm just so hyped, like really. I'm just waiting for everything to get rolling, get cooking, and I'm just so fucking impatient, man. Like, I want this now. I need this to happen now. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Hey, alright. So it's now late. It's 9 o'clock at night on Tuesday. And so I didn't really record anything today because it wasn't really great. There was a toy that was supposed to drop that didn't drop, but actually a different toy dropped on. So somebody in my group, shout out to Bake. Actually, congrats buddy, I think I shouted you out 2 videos in a row. I had slots running with him. There's not really anything dropping today or the past couple of days, or it's just been kind of spotty, not great. So I missed these when they dropped on Amazon, which was an easy manual cop. And so I was like, ah damn, because I saw they were flipping. Obviously, like, the retail on them was $75 each. They charged $5 tax each, so it was $80 shipped, free returns, and they were supposed to drop like last night. They didn't, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then I see they drop. I check my email. I see 7 target emails. Each one got 2 because that's a max per order. And so it's risk-free because it's free return. And so I was like, damn, Baked, congrats. You got me a bunch. He copped some as well. And I think he also copped another person some. And so I listed them, 14 of them that I got, which cost 14 times 80 is what, like 1,200 bucks. Somebody offered for 10 of them at $115 each, which like was a pretty good price, honestly. It wasn't like bad. And I'm like, you know what? Shipping's gonna be a lot because I thought the shipping for the whole thing was only gonna register as like 15 bucks. And so I offered him 120 each. He accepted it, right? And then when he paid, it actually charged him 110 for shipping, which was more like, which was why I tried to get an extra 50 in the first place, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So I did the math. It's about like a $300 profit. I still got 4 of them left. And so that's dope. It's great selling like a bunch of them to somebody. And 120 honestly is not even a bad price. I was only asking 130 to begin with. Plus he paid the full like 100 shipping on them. So maybe he owns a store or something like that. That's dope, man. That's why if you're a beginner and you want to be a reseller, like when I started, because I've only really been in cook groups for like the past 5 months. And you're probably thinking I'm washed, but let me tell you something. I've been buying, selling, making, flipping shit since I was 12. So I've been in this game for 10 years. And I just listened to myself and it just sounded like really like hood, you know, like, man, I've been in this game for a long time. Anyway, you kids get off my grass. You know, there's like extra expenses that I incurred moving here and like setting up an office and having to buy more equipment. I had to buy 2 tables and a desk and some additions for the computer here and a bunch of racks, plus all the personal shit I had to buy, right? Groups, Discord groups, cooking groups, all of them, 100% of them are very, very specific about their information and stuff like that. And generally, I like to give people information. I don't care if you're gonna compete with me. All that does is make me try to improve as well. And if nobody helped anyone, then where would we be? Is my kind of point. And also, if you're, you know, also my point is like, if you're really afraid of someone competing against you, then, you know, you must not be confident in your abilities that you're good at what you do or that you can improve or anything like that. So, I mean, if you do that, I don't really care. It's just, I understand it and I respect what other people decide. So, there's certain things that I'm going to buy that are from the groups that I'm in. And unfortunately, except for just like sneakers and stuff like that, but like these kind of specific like niche things, I unfortunately can't tell you what they are. So I'm gonna have to blur them, and I just can't even really say anything about it. Besides like what I paid and what I sold it for and the business stuff like that. So I'm sorry about that, because I enjoy kind of sharing everything. Like, that's my deal, is that I don't hold anything back, and that I tell you what you need to know, right? But I have to do that because of the groups. I would highly recommend, like I already just said, joining a group. And the thing is, you're gonna go on Twitter and type in sneaker group, cook group, and you're gonna go on and they're all gonna be sold out. And you're gonna be like, how do I get in if it's sold out? I want to give them my money. They should let me take it. These groups are like exclusive, and they do this because they want, you know, every time they restock, not everyone can get in, so there's always demand, right? So that's just smart supply and demand economics. Follow them on Twitter and wait for restocks, or a lot of them also do giveaways. I would highly recommend doing that. Like I said, I'm in Bounce Alerts. That's one of the best ones. I highly recommend it. And I'm also in Endurance. Link to both of those are down below. I recommend them. Endurance also is good. It's like, in my opinion, it's like more of a beginner one, although it's so big that it's like really robust, and at the same time, it's also could be a lot to take in. That's a bigger group, and I like the smaller group better. Bounce Alert's a little bit smaller, and like, I don't know, you know people a little bit more, and it's more attentive, you know. There's nothing going on right now. Tomorrow there's supposed to be that power phase drop, and if I do, then, you know. Wednesday morning, 9:59. I got a bunch of my tests going for the Yeezy Calabasas power phase. 3 colorways dropping. Nobody else is copping them. I think that the price is gonna be good. I don't know why. Alright, I'm getting them. We got 1, we're gonna get 2, and we're gonna get 3. There we go, 2. 3. Now we're gonna get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm nervous about this only because literally everyone was like, nah. But sometimes you gotta go with your gut. My gut's saying, like, I mean, I'm not gonna make $1 bazillion off of it, but I think that it's gonna be a decent flip. I mean, the retail is 120 on it, so it's like, you know, I mean, it's pretty low. And I'm not expecting these to, like, sell out on the site or anything big like that. It's just like everyone's sleeping on them, and when people do that, it makes me like, oh, this could actually be an opportunity. Anyway, I went to bed super late at like 4 or something because I'm fucking retarded, and so I'm beat as hell, which is never what you really want to hear out of your own mouth. And so yesterday I copped a couple of pairs on clearance from Cali Roots. They're having a 70% off sale. Alright, so a small update on these power phases. These Simple Brown just sold out in a 12.5. And that looks like it's like the only size it's sold out of. I guess except for the bigger sizes. There's like 15, 16, I think, like that. Those are gone. But they have the full size one, pretty much 4 through 14, except 12.5 sold out on the simple brown. So I had bids on StockX because I'm like, usually Yeezy Supply ships quick. Also, if you're like late to StockX, don't tell them that I told you this. But if you're sent to StockX like 2 days late, you can get away with it. Usually they'll, because like pretty much what happens is no one actually like manually reviews it unless like somebody inquires. So unless your buyer hits them up like immediately if you didn't ship it in 2 days and is like, cancel my order, it wasn't shipped, then they usually, the system leaves it in for about like another like 36 to 48 hours before it'll actually cancel. Which means that you could ship it out like, you know, say it's supposed to go out on a Wednesday, you could get away with shipping it out Friday morning and you'd be okay, although I don't recommend it. But that's just if need be. These shoes should be here soon. I expect to get like shipping on all of them today. Let's see, 14.5. Yeah, no, that's not a good size. I've actually don't think I've ever had a size 14.5 shoe in my hand. And my mom, right on cue. And check it out, I just got 3 packages from Luis Villaroma. It's actually like one of the dopest packaging jobs I've ever seen. It's literally like they sealed each box individually. And I'll open them and show you what we got. By the way, it is at night. It's like 8 p.m. right now. And so we got a Supreme drop tomorrow, nothing good. But let me get these open. Dude, look at the packaging on this. Nice little bow. Like, this isn't even a nice shoe, this is a brick. Alright, so we got the Nike Daybreak undercover, this is the black one. And it was on clearance from there. This is a size 11. So I got like 8 pairs of those. I got a couple in today and the rest are coming in tomorrow. That's all I really got. I got my stuff shipped back from Flight Club today, which is good. And yeah, tomorrow Supreme. It might be good, it might not be good. And then, well actually this morning I copped 9 Power Phase Yeezys, 3 of each of the colors, which some people are saying are bricks. Which is fine, they definitely are, they're sitting in stock. But I've been able to sell all the previous ones at consignment and still make like 30 to 50 a pair, which is good money on a low retail shoe like that. So I bought them anyway. Yo, I couldn't resist, I'm tired. I haven't eaten really much all day, which isn't good for me. I'm a type 1 diabetic if you don't know, so I'm not supposed to go like really long without eating, even though I do. But this isn't the best thing for me to eat, but hey, you only live once, right? Got that Domino's. I mean, it got a little messed up, but you got that pepperoni, pineapple, man. Listen, I don't judge people, but if you don't rock with pepperoni, pineapple when you order Domino's, y'all are really fucking up. It is Saturday afternoon, so this morning the Cloud White 350s went on sale. And there was a lot of problems for bots across the board on both Foot Sites and Yeezy Supply. And of course Adidas was only a in-app raffle, so you couldn't really bot that. Pretty much they implemented like another queue and a CAPTCHA before you even got to the queue. You pretty much have to do a CAPTCHA to get into the queue. And bots, you know, they didn't know what to do with that, and it was a lot of issues. So inward to the drop on Yeezy Supply, because Foot Sites it didn't do anything on. It did okay, it did well for the EU on Foot Locker, but US didn't do anything on any of the Foot Sites except Kids Foot Locker, which I actually wasn't running that because I had thought that it was only infant sizes, but I guess it was the full size run apparently, which doesn't make sense because it's kids, but okay. And so I got 2 pairs manual on Yeezy Supply, 10.5s, and eventually Cyber pushed an update and it went through. I was going for size 4 through 13 on this because I thought it was going to be great. And so I got 9 checkouts on Cyber, 2 manual, but I had 5 on Cyber canceled, so I ended up with only 6 pairs, and none of them base sizes. 2 size 10.5s, a size 11, 11.5, and 2 13s. And actually, since this drop happened, the price went up, which in my opinion on 350s is not really common at all. And it seemed pretty hard-ish to get. Not hard to get, but like as far as like multiples, like there was just not as many people had like large quantities. I know a lot of people said, oh, it was a movie and they only got like 10 pairs, and like that's not really like that many pairs in my opinion. Tomorrow we got the reflective Citrin, and then Monday we have the Citrin, and I'm actually really confident that Cyber has solved these things and that I will be able to cop on both of those drops. And honestly, the 6 pairs I got, that's really not bad, because since the price went up, they're all on StockX for around $300, which means if I send it to consignment, I could probably cash out for about $310, $320, hopefully $320. And so that's about $100 profit per shoe. I don't know if I'm actually gonna send them to consignment, because consignments, they've been pissing me off a little bit. They're closed, they don't want to take my stuff. I have like a lot of stuff that I need to send them, so I think I might just sell a bunch of stuff on StockX and kind of try to get a lot of capital, and then try to go like a little bit harder at some of these upcoming drops, and pretty much just force my capital to increase at that point. And so my boy Dennis is coming over, who helps me package stuff. We got some shoes to pack up. There's about 60 pairs of shoes at the UPS store that he's gonna cop if he could fit them in his car. Finally came through. They were stopped at customs for like 6 days because no one did the paperwork. I said go for size 4 through 13 on these shoes. I say it for like every 350. I say every 350 size 4 through 13. You will be able to sell it at consignment for a profit. And people do not listen. I don't understand it, but do what you want to do. I ran slots for 15 people, and obviously by the time Cyber patched it, all the smaller sizes were sold out. And unfortunately, they couldn't participate in getting any pairs because they were only going for size 5.5 and 6.5. And which I understand, usually those are more profit, like pretty much every time. But there's always money on the table with size 4 to 13 of a 350, in my opinion. And so, don't sleep on them again. Yo, the strangest thing shoes just came. I opened the first box and I was like, how is there 25 shoes in here? Then I opened the second one and it's all the small sizes and it's stacked up like a goddamn perfect. A lot of them. Yo, this one's stacked with the small ones, that's why. Look at that.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no,
I was like, how the fuck?
I was like, yo, that box is light.
Yeah, this one's heavy as shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what is there, bricks in this box?
I could barely fucking fit it in my car.
It is 8:30 on Sunday right now, and the Yeezy Reflective Citrin, there's no word if they're dropping today, but I have a strong feeling that they are dropping today, and there's no news up, so it might be a shock drop. When they dropped the Cloud White Reflectives, it was at about 10 a.m. as well on Yeezy Supply, so we'll see if they do the same. But I'm pretty tired, and my back is actually just like, not spasming, but it's super tight and uncomfortable. But I'm drinking a 3D Energy, and this is the red, white, and blue flavor, which is like one of those rocket pops on like 4th of July, and it's actually just gassed. It is Monday morning, 7:42 a.m. I am running right now for the Yeezy 350 Citrons. I'm up to 20 pairs just from foot sites with Cyber so far. Of course, some of those, or even all of those, potentially are liable to get canceled, so I'm not going to get too excited about that yet. But pretty good success right now and this morning so far. I still got a couple orders submitting here. And Undefeated is dropping 18 minutes. It's looking good. And right now the resale price of these shoes is doo-doo caca. You know, most sizes in the 260 range-ish, 270 range. So hopefully I can get some better sizes. But up to 20 pairs so far, and what more could I ask for, right? It's just getting started, baby. Let's do it. Alright, baby. So it is 5 p.m. now on Monday. The drop concluded. So the reflectives, unfortunately, I was not able to get any. I had like about like 8, 9, or 10 of them that were in submitting billing for like the longest time before it was out of stock. I guess none of them just ever went through, and so that's a shame. But as far as the regular ones, Cyber did a good job on the foot sites this morning, although they noted that they started late because pretty much there was a lag to the mobile site for the foot sites, which is how the bot gets into the sites. So all the base sizes were sold out. I cooked some regular sizes on there. And then on Yeezy Supply, I cooked a bunch of regular sizes. There's 1 or 2, 3 sizes still sitting right now. I got no base sizes. I won my Adidas raffle as well. Got a 7.5. That's the smallest size I got on the day. All the sizes that I cooked were sizes 8.5 through size 12. And I know those aren't the best sizes, and people are probably thinking, oh, I hope you didn't get too many because those are gonna brick. Well, fuck you, I got 60 pairs of them. Might be a little more, might be a little less. I actually didn't go through them yet because I'm kind of tired from sitting in front of my computer for 7 hours today. So I'm trying to get up and walk around, and you know, it's exhausting actually just sitting there, just staring at a screen. It hurts your eyes, and it's not easy. I was doing it last night as well. And I'm pretty confident that worst case scenario, I will be able to make $10, $15 a pair on StockX, which isn't a lot, but again, worst case scenario. Right now they're going for about $250, $260 a pair on those sizes I just mentioned. And personally, I think that on StockX we're gonna see that go up to about $280, maybe even touch $300. Might take a couple of weeks, which means that once it hits about $275, $280 at consignment, I'll be able to actually take home $280, $290. And on most of these, from just say Yeezy Supply to Rhode Island, I'm only paying 220 bucks. So if I'm pocketing 280, I'm making 60 bucks, and that's good. Didn't go as well as I wanted. I know I said, oh, I want 50 pairs, and it looks like I have that many, but I was hoping for smaller sizes. I was hoping for things to work a little bit better. I was hoping for just at least one pair of reflectives. And unfortunately, I didn't get any of that. But I can't hang my head and be upset. And I made the conscious decision, you know what? Screw it. I know some of these sizes are sitting. And based on what I say, it's every single 350, size 4 to 13, cap. You will be able to make money on GOAT, consignment, if not StockX. And so I have to follow my own advice, and I need to double down and triple down, and so I did. I bought a bunch of these shoes, and they'll probably start coming in the next 2 or 3 days. I got a bunch of shipping confirmations from them already, so that'll be nice. And also I bought 35 pairs just now on Champs, or maybe even on Eastbay, of those Arizona Adidas shoes. The black floral ones, price is like 65 bucks. They're going on StockX for like 70 to 90. I think maybe it's only available in the US and you're getting international buyers, which is usually the case when you see stuff like that. And it was on sale for 20% off plus 10% cash back, which is like 30% off. So, you know, it ends up being $47 for a $65 shoe that's already flipping for 70 to 90. So I bought 34 pairs. That thing sold out. And I actually posted that in the group that I'm in, Bounce Alerts. If you are in the group, then you would know that already, and you would also been able to cop and make money with me. And together we took stock on that. So make sure that you follow Bounce Alerts on Twitter. Information is in the description below. And when they do a restock, they will tweet. They do giveaways, and it's really a great community, especially if you're new to the reselling game. So we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We got Cause tomorrow. We got Supreme. Oopies. We got Supreme on Thursday, a Lacoste collaboration. It looks very, very, very nice. And this is where I'm gonna end this video, guys. I know I've been a little bit choppy with the flow of my videos, and I'm still trying to get the hang of it, and I'm all over the place, and I'm a little overwhelmed, which I need to get my shit together by this point. So thank you for bearing with me, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my future videos. And I'm going to try to continue to improve my skills for you guys and show you the things that you want. So also, if you have any ideas or anything you want to see, or if you want to call me a fucking moron, go ahead and write that in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.